Have you found it quite satisfying that you've completed a run of something that you wanted to collect?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's a good
Yeah, it is
feeling.
good. Yeah.
Although it makes me a little bit concerned because of the amount of other things that I now have. All right, welcome everybody to a long time ago. This is our February pickups, mostly from Sandown. Wait, all from Sandown, are they not?
Pretty much, but you do have some of your left. Well, we have our leftovers from the amazing package that Geek Strong sent us as well to
Yeah,
go through.
yeah, which I picked up at Sandown. So I'm going to show those off a little bit later in the video. We've actually got quite a few pickups to get through. But firstly,
Some of
let's
us have.
some of us have. Yeah, we'll get into that. But firstly, let's talk a bit about Sandown, shall we?
Yeah.
Another really good toy fair. Got to meet up with the crew, a lot of the gang, and meet people in person for the first time as well, like BOE and Kev from
Coxey's
Coxey's
Cantina.
Cantina. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I mean, it's always fantastic going to toy fairs. We absolutely love it, don't we? But
Yeah,
and we say it every time. The best part of going to a toy fair is when you meet up with all your friends from the
yeah,
toy collecting community, and we meet up, we have a coffee, we walk around together around the toy fair, and then we always sometimes, well, not all the time, but sometimes we have lunch together as a big
yeah,
group
yeah,
and a big catch up. Yeah, it's fantastic. I absolutely love every moment of it. And Steph and I were saying on the way home, wow, what a great day. Really wish
yeah.
we could do that more often. So yeah, it was a really good day.
Definitely. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it's just shout out to everyone we saw there. It was good fun. Um, but Sandown in particular, then Martin, though the actual toys that were on offer, there's hundreds of stalls. Hopefully, everyone's seen our Sandown video already. If not, make sure you go back and watch that. Um, but felt like there wasn't a lot of Star Wars there this time.
Yeah, I felt the same as well, Adam. I kind of thought, I mean, there was Star Wars there. Let's not,
Yeah, there,
say there wasn't.
in the
But
grand scheme of things, there's
yeah,
quite a lot, but it
yeah,
wasn't
but there was
what we're used to.
definitely.
I don't think.
No, I agree. And I think definitely certain stalls that you see every time seem to have less than they would normally have.
Mm.
And there definitely was, I mean, going back to our challenge that we did, there was definitely
Oh,
less loose action figures available than there usually is. Usually, you fall into bins of them, don't you? And
yeah,
there just
yeah.
didn't seem to be much about. So I don't know if
Well,
that's a consequence of the Cantina HasLab coming out and everyone's buying up
yeah.
all the loose figures or Jabba's Palace, etc. So yeah, it was
Mm.
it was interesting.
Well, that was the thing, wasn't it? We kind of expected to see quite a lot of Jabba's Palace goons, which is why we made the Jabba bingo cards because we
Yeah.
thought, oh, this would be a great challenge. And well, let's face it, we struggled. If anyone,
We did.
you would have hopefully seen it in the video. We really struggled with that one.
Yeah, it
But
was tough.
Martin, I let you pick out who took what on each card, and I had an Amanaman on my card
Mm.
and is it Hermie Odell?
Yeah.
Hermie Odell. Now the eBay prices for that, Martin, I can see where you put them on my card. So yeah,
I
thanks for
don't know what you're
that.
talking about.
Honestly, I should do my research in future. Honestly,
Anyway, I did not rig it in the slightest. I do not know. Well, you still won as well, so I obviously didn't
I
rig it
still
that
want.
well.
Yeah, no, clearly. Yeah. Okay, right. Let's get on with our pickup, shall we?
Yeah.
Um, Firstly, then, are we? Am I all right to go first?
Yeah, well, I
Right.
mean, let's be transparent. I've only actually got one pickup for the whole of February, so obviously I've done Dino's pickups, Geek Strong,
Of
so that was
course,
the bulk
yeah.
of my pickups, and I only made one pickup that I can show today on this at Sandown. The other two were graded figures, so obviously we'll save those for down the line. So
Hmm.
you carry on, mate, because you've got the grand amount really.
Okay, well, let's get started then. We saw the wonderful Delvian, or Andy, Delvian Seek, and he did me a lovely deal on these. Now, I don't collect 6-inch, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to pick these up. So he's
He's
given me an R2D2 waiter, his waiter Jabba's sail barge R2.
Yep. No, awesome.
Um, And we've got an R4G9, which is really cool. That's obviously Obi-Wan's droid
That's amazing.
in episode 3.
It's one of my favourite droids, that one.
Is it? Do you like that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And also R5D4, another
that's awesome.
fantastic looking droid. Now
Mm,
these look so cool, and well, I let you hold one as well because they're
mm.
really weighty, aren't they?
They are,
They're
they
heavy,
are,
heavy
yeah.
old units. These, but very, very cool. And I think they're going to display well. The die-cast ones. I think there's 3 more astromech droids other than variations of R2D2.
Mm,
So
yeah,
I'll be on the lookout. I might.
yeah.
Thanks, Delvian, adding something else to my to my wish list. Up next, Martyn,
Yep.
was the Obi-Wan and Yoda concept figures from the 30th anniversary,
Wow,
which
that's
is
awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Now,
love that.
now we went to Sandown, and I thought there was 2 left that I needed to pick up to complete the concept from the 30th anniversary. And it turns out that was the last one that I actually needed.
Oh wow, you've got them all now.
Yeah, I put them into I put that one with the set, and then I took them all out, and I was like, oh look, I've got them all. So
Oh,
so
fantastic.
yeah, so that's a little set completed. So hopefully one day I'll be able to display those in some
Is
form.
it? Have you found it quite satisfying that you've completed a run of something that you wanted to collect?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's a good
Yeah, it is
feeling.
good. Yeah.
Although it makes me a little bit concerned because of the amount of other things that I now have.
It
Yeah,
also
it's not.
opens up a gap for something new to be putting on the list.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but there are a few of the 30th anniversary figures that I have. The bubbles are slightly yellowed, so I might look in the future to sort of trade
Mm,
those out and get
mm,
some with nicer bubbles.
nice.
Um, yeah. So do you want to do your pickup?
Yeah, so as I explained, I only picked up the one thing. Well, obviously, with the exception of the loose Jabbers denizens that we picked up for the challenge,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm going to use for my Jabbers playset diorama when I set that up. But I did pick up one carded figure, and when I collected the few items from Dino last month, I picked up a couple of characters that were in Gendy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars series.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
decided that I wanted to try and collect all of the characters that have been released on whichever line for that series. So I
Love it.
picked up this 30th anniversary, and you said it's a slippery slope because everything I seem to be picking up is 30th anniversary at the moment.
Yeah.
But I picked up this Anakin Skywalker from that show, season 3.
Yeah.
Now, this is when they're on the planet Nelvan. Anakin sent on a quest by a village shaman in a cave decorated with primitive drawings. Anakin sees powerful visions of his future. So yeah, that's from this part of the season 3. But yeah, I
Mm.
really like the figure. I mean, it's obviously done in a sort of a modern, I don't know, style, if you like, and they've taken
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen's head. It's a great car back, and yeah, I think there's still a few more of these I want to pick up
Okay.
to try and get as many of the Gendy Tartakovsky line as possible. I mean, that Ithorian Jedi is definitely next on the list, I think, that I didn't manage to
Yeah.
get last month. But yeah,
Raw on Cobb, is it?
yes,
Raw on
yep,
Cobb.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
I like that
But
one
yeah,
too. Yeah. It's good.
that's it for me this
That's
month,
it.
Adam. I mean, as I say, I've got something for making the grade at some point,
Yep.
but yeah, over back to
Okay.
you.
Back to me. Well, my only other pickup then from Sandown. This I think I mentioned this in a video recently that we did. That is one that I was looking at. I was considering picking up, and when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick it up. It's the Galactic Marine, another
Oh,
30th anniversary
yeah,
pickup. It's these 30th anniversary cards
mm,
are fantastic looking.
yeah,
I don't know what it is about them, but I really, really do like the style of those ones.
yeah.
But
It's a great one.
yeah. Oh, I say that was my last pickup. There is one more, but
Oh,
it's a bit too big to hold up to the screen, so I'm just going to flash up an image of it. It is the Lego Mini Cooper set. Um,
ooh,
Now the creator set, this thing I have been wanting for years, way before we started this channel. I saw that and I was like, oh, I'd love to get a hold of that. And I just saw the price go up and up and up on it, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to get a hold of that anytime soon. But one of the stands, there was a guy with his family, lovely bloke, very chatty man. They've actually subscribed to the channel since we were there filming and everything. So, hi to those guys if they're watching. And he did me a fantastic deal on this. He was doing great deals on all of his Lego stuff. And I picked this up at a brilliant price. So I'm just super chuffed. Now, the only thing I've got to figure out is whether I'm going to build it or not, or keep it in the box for another however long. So
It is a sealed
I
one
don't
as
know.
well, isn't it?
It is sealed. Yep, never been built, never been touched, and it came with the shipper box as well. So it's
Wow.
it's spot on, isn't it? And
Yeah.
well, I mean, you were tempted. We were tempted by so many of his wares there, weren't we? So
Yeah. I mean, I don't even do Lego anymore, and I must admit, I wanted to pick one or two of items up there, but I managed to stop myself.
yeah.
But the only question I have for you is this like a Star Wars Mini Cooper Lego item? Is it?
Should we have a look at the Geek Strong pickups then?
Yeah, let's do the Geek Strong pickup, shall we? Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, this wasn't supposed to fall into it, but I just love it. I love it.
You
So I
love
had
what
to
you
get
love.
it. You love what you love, right? So let's start off with this one. I know a lot of people were expecting me to pick up some astromech droids from Dino, and they're very right. So I've got the I've got the Revenge of the Sith R2D2. Good little card, not in bad condition. I know these ones damage quite easily around this sort of area, and it isn't too bad. It's not too bad. I think there's only a couple of astromech droids on this line. Now I've already got one, which is the R4G9, and I think there's just a couple more R2D2s to look out for. So not doing too badly on that line. Up next is an R2D2 from the Saga Collection line. This is quite interesting. This is from Echo Base. You can see the Battle of Hoth. You can see in the background you got C3PO, and there's a cool little image behind them. I'm not sure what these trinkets on the side are, but yeah,
I have
all
to
good.
say, these Saga Collection, I just love the fact they've got a picture behind of the scene just to sort of
Yeah,
make it look great. And they come with such a great amount of accessories as well. I mean, you just don't get anything
yeah,
like that anymore, do you? It's I love these Saga Collection cards. I think they're great.
yeah. No, too right. They're brilliant. Now I'm just going to pop this up here because when I was getting all of these out, I noticed something. Right, so I'm just going to show you this one anyway. Now, this is the R4G9 from episode 3. Matches up to
Awesome.
that one. For
Awesome.
another Saga Collection one.
That's a great looking figure, that one.
Yeah, well, you just said a minute ago that was your
Yeah.
favourite
Yeah.
astromech. And then the R5D4 on the Saga Collection. Now, I have most of the Saga Collection's astromechs as well. I think there's only 2 more of those to collect, which are both R2D2s. So I'm doing all right with my astromechs. I think you actually said at Sandown, didn't you, about me having so many that I'm finding it hard to come by new ones now. So yeah.
Yeah. Have you got yourself a list so that you keep it in your head when you're looking what you need and what you've got?
I've got a list on my phone, but yeah, it's some of them are in my head. I know of certain ones that I'm on the lookout for, that I know that aren't in my collection, but I have made the
Yeah.
mistake of buying a couple of them. I do have a few multiples in there without meaning to. It's like, oh, that's a good deal. Quickly get it. And then I get home and I'm like, oh, I've already got that. Okay.
I mean, R2D2s alone, I mean, you must have, what, 15 plus R2s or just R2D2s?
Yeah, I think it's got to be around there, if not
Mm,
maybe more.
wow.
But there's
That's pretty
so many
incredible.
R2s. There's a
Yeah,
lot of R2D2s out
yeah,
there now. I
yeah.
think there's a good, a good 50 plus off
Wow.
of various lines,
Yeah,
and that's not including variants. I mean,
yeah.
if there are variants, I don't know. Somebody might want to let us know in the comments. But who knows? But yeah, that's all my pickups. It's quite a haul, actually,
Okay,
considering I said I was
amazing.
going to save a little bit of money. So maybe a quiet one for the rest of the year. I don't know. Maybe I should have saved some of these, but yeah. Hey, never
Awesome.
mind.
No, that's really good, mate.
It's
It's
all good
great. It's
fun.
a great haul.
Yeah, yeah, it's all good fun, and yeah, I basically just have to finish by saying another massive thank you to Delvin and a massive thank you to Dino from Geek Strong. Make sure you go and subscribe to their channels because they do awesome stuff. Subscribe to ours if you haven't already. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later.
Bye.